quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Jones on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
What can they do here on third down and 7? To throw is Goff. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. A first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on recipe for success.
And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line.
That's good.
It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. Here's a run. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get the back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14. Commanders 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. That'll be taken in by Krosky-Merritt.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 4. He'll run here with the rookie. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room if they plan on extending this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to fight any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
Well, we have an early
tonight?
decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with
What's up,
points.
chat? How y'all doing?
On 4th down, the Commanders
How
will
everybody
send
doing?
out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Hope y'all having a good Sunday night.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Quan Martin is there for the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Throwing, Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding
Sky's
who
the
you can
limit. Thank
account
you for
for
following.
with the protection, and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. A run here with Gibbs. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Throwing here is Goff. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
That's good for Orion's 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Room to maneuver at the 35. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his 1st target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Goff. Catch is made by Wright. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Wherever you're watching from this evening, thank you for watching.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Here's Goff. And this ball incomplete on third down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. To throw is Goff. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they wind up getting 13 on fourth down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Laporta in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That is caught, and he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 21-7 lead. One quarter in the books. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Samuel gonna see what he can do. Yeah, now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Begin here on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. It was Terrion Arnold there to make the play.
36-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. He's to the 15. And he's going to be taken down. First time these two have connected this afternoon. And it'll wind up being a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
He was taken down.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Waste of time.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he'll throw this one away. Incomplete. Receivers blanketed everywhere he looked. To bring up a 4th down.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up, and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
His kick is good. And the Commanders cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. He'll go play action with Goff. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
Now it's 2nd and 1. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
First down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, It's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Detroit.
What a good run there. That's going to put them over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
Laporta in motion. On play action. Goff. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Eddie Goldman in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Gibbs. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run, and that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
3rd, they need 8. From the gun, it's Goff. He's got his man complete. That's to Slav. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. But let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff to the goal line and in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2.
Steve, thanks for following.
Some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Bates now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
Anthony Richards, thanks for following.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Commanders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And that will lead to a second down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots, even though they weren't able to connect. It's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
A pickup there of 13. First down, Washington.
13 yards on the
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
The motion man here is McLaurin. Back to the air one more time. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That finds Samuel working across. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. The Lions called their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Moving outside the pocket. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
18 more yards.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Feels like they needed that sack. This entire drive feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack,
Nisi,
that might
thank
go
you for
a long way
following.
now to allow them to get off the field.
Nisi, thank you for being a fan, a member of the fan club.
7,
and thank you for sending me a
goal.
heart. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
He'll look to throw. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. Aiden Hutchinson getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
It's hard to imagine where this offense found themselves just 2 plays earlier. Now after suffering 2 sacks, this 3rd and goal looks a heck of a lot different than it did not too long ago.
Back-to-back sacks back him up. What's going to happen now on 3rd and goal? Now they'll set up to throw.
give a lot of credit to this defense, Mike. They've got their backs on their own goal line, and they completely buckle down here in the low red zone. I mean, this pass rush, they've completely changed the scope of this possession and now brings up 4th and goal.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders
User
are
29,
back within
user
2 scores.
2937. Thank you for following.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Gun with Gibbs. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Mama Cat, thank you for following.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
9 yards.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Mikey Singer still that time makes the play.
37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down. Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions a 1st down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line.
26 more yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Laporta in motion. Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
Gain of 4 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, it's gone. This one caught at the 4. And he's got another one. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. This is turning into a monster
Tammy,
game. Let's keep an
what's
eye
up?
on this.
What's up, Tammy?
3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions tack on one more to their lead.
35. Commanders 13.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders offense ready for this next possession.
Thank you for sharing it live, Denny.
First down and 10. Start on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. It is 2nd and 9. Slot man in motion left. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Anello, thanks for following. And April, thank you for the journey pass. Thank you. It is a journey. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank
They'll
you.
motion over Samuel. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions as they'll discuss what's to come. It's 4th down is looming.
Jerome, thank you for following. Jihar, thanks for following.
Here's Tress Way now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Raymond going to return it, and that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here.
Thank you for following, April. Thank you.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Peace. Thank you for following.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Goff to throw on 1st down. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Complete to Jamison Williams. Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Laporta in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. He'll get this to his tight end, Laporta. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
9 yards.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. This one complete. It's to Slaw.
Complete to Isaac to Slaw. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
John Reese, thanks for following.
It is 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from a season ago, Jack Fox, to punt. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Commanders' offense going to take over just before the half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
April, thank you for the rose. Thank you, April.
They're going to put a man in motion to the right. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
Up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd
Tiffany
and 3 to
Agent,
go.
thank you for sharing live. Tiptoe Tyrone, thanks for following.
He'll drop the throw. He runs with it. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
That's good.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the
Saturn
best
Sky,
downs in football to
2007,
take a
thank you for
shot.
following.
Give credit to the
User
defense. They were ready for it.
8917, thanks for following.
Realizing there's nothing
Dwight
downfield,
Dukes,
take
thanks
off,
for
turn
following.
into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. That's into the hands of the lane. He's got it. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando
Richard,
studios.
thanks for sharing
Scott
the
Hansen
live.
with you for a quick recap of the
times.
first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3.
Tiffany Agent, thanks for following. Veronica, thank you for following.
One-sided first half of action.
Delta
Will we
Klein,
get a turnaround?
thanks for
Let's
following.
find out. The third quarter is underway. Samuel, gonna see what he can do. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out
Kara Jean,
on
thanks for
first
following.
and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Has his man. It's Samuel. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard
He's in a really nice
line.
rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A 3-yard loss.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Aleem McNeil getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
And that just has to be demoralizing for this offense. I guarantee one of the first things they talked about during the break was slowing down the pass rush. So, needless to say, that's not what they want to see.
Don, thanks for sharing the live. Matthew, thanks for sharing the live.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, the ball's out. Oh, one of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And they should consider
Don, thanks for
themselves
following.
lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
The Commanders set to kick this one away. forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. Wow, he can certainly be elusive with the football and the feet. Great spin forward. Give him 6 yards on that one.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Laporta in motion. He'll go play action with Goff. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And that ball led him
Paula, how you doing?
Out of bounds, incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll step up and run this.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Short one there. He's got Ertz. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked
Josh,
apart.
thanks for
that
following.
is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, There was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Throwing on second down. Goff. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Aiden Hutchinson, the former first-rounder, in on the tackle.
2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Go with him, go with him.
Now they'll set up to throw. Has caught. That's Lane. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. And he'll have the 1st down. They'll get him up around the 37.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
Now this time, he'll set up to throw.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They'll motion over Samuel. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. DJ Reader, as usual, from that interior spot with the play.
It's 3rd
and while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he'll get beyond the marker before giving himself up. That's a 1st down.
And the Commanders' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
On the play.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep, pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He takes off. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Commanders first down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at
The challenge of
29-yard
defending
line.
a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
He gets it to Samuel, left side. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's
User
a gain of
3645.
7.
Thank you for sharing it
Brings up
live.
second and 3.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Marcus Mariota, touchdown Washington. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm
Tomlin.
strength and all of that, but it's also
Thanks for following.
timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those 2 things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Open man downfield. It's Laporta. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will extend this third quarter lead.
User 3645. User 3645. Thanks for sharing the live again.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Washington will take over.
The Commanders' offense ready to take over once again. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. A throw on the move is caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
This is 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Pushed out to his left. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
He'll look to throw. That pass taken in by McCord. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 6. That's going to be incomplete. Very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
A big play there for Washington. and even
First
30
and 10
yards.
at the 29-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
18-yard line.
He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I think that's just a case of a right call at the wrong time, Mike. You typically want to run a draw in more of an obvious passing situation. In this case, the defense was expecting run, and they're able to just eat up that draw play.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That is caught at the 3, and he'll take it on in. Zach Ertz, touchdown Commander.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now, faking the give. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Lions 42, Commanders 27.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. Whoa! And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd down, they need 3. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery.
User 80, 69, user 80, 69. Thanks for following.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
For a Lions first down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Laporta in motion. One more time for Montgomery. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. The 4th quarter begins, and it's a run with Montgomery. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
A gain there of 21. First down, Detroit.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Jacob Martin in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. Goff to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Goff. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Here's Bates for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Commanders 27.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
1st and 10.
The Commanders' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw.
Cliff, what's going on, Cliff?
There's that man again. Another catch. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Next way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
They motion the slot man left. Back to throw. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And it just continues to be a recurring problem. I mean, even the balls he's been able to get out of his hand have come from a cloudy pocket. And listen, I know he's a guy that can make some plays when he's on the move, but at some point, you have to be able to be in rhythm and deliver the ball on time.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That pass play good for 22. First down, Washington.
At the 37-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Lions' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. A handoff as they try to run it here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Moore going in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping him short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. Here now, a toss to Montgomery. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down. Goff.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Third down, 3 to go. From the gun, it's Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If that was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 8. Laporta in motion. A second down throw for Goff. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they
Wherever
find
you
themselves
watching,
out
thanks
front.
for watching.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Lions first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
On first and 10, it's Montgomery. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Laporta in motion. On the ground, this is Craig Reynolds. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
23-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Goff. Over the middle. He's got St. Brown. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He's got his man complete. That's to Small. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on fourth down in the red zone. And it pays off with first and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells. So they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Laporta in motion. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Bates' kick is good. The Lions will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do.
What you was on, Prize Picks or Hard Rock?
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Has caught. That's Lane. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. That one secured by the tight end Bates. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, they'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
So back at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Little miscommunication there, and now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Field goal not going to help much at this point. They've got to go for it on 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Percy Butler on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. After this game, I got another one coming up, so y'all go ahead and go get you something to eat or use the restroom. Keep swiping. By the time we swipe a few more times, you'll be swiping right back on my live. So I'll see y'all in a little bit. Thanks again for tuning in.
For the visitors, the Lions. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big 1st quarter lead, and did not look back as they cruise in this one.